Philosophy was born in Agora, where individuals from opposite ends of the earth gathered together to engage in idealistic discussions. The result was the birth of the Great Talk, the Socrates dialectics. And so the destiny of Thebes and Athens hangs in the balance.
Look at that!
Hey, Doggy, here's some more rubbish for you.
Hey, Doggy, looking for some food? Catch!
Now is the time to wake up! Listen to me. Do you realize what you are? You are like slaves. What's this? I take it you think I'm mistaken?
Of course we do. How dare you insult us by comparing us to mere slaves?
That's right, we are not slaves.
Of course you are not. You are all respectable citizens of Athens. And do you bow down before Macedonia? So, now is the time for you to rise up.
Yeah!
But Macedonia is strong. Calm your fears, everyone. King Philip II of Macedonia is dead, and the king's successor, Alexander. He's far too young and inexperienced to win at battle.
Assume the phalanx formation.
Destroy them! Macedonia is currently in a state of great turmoil. King Philip was brutally assassinated, and the rumor is that it was the young Alexander himself who was to have committed the horrible deed. Suspicion is spreading wildly in the royal palace. There is bickering and fighting throughout the grounds.
Excuse me. Oh, look, it's Diogenes.
He's the one! This is the first time I've seen him in Athens.
Come on, little fella, eat it. Huh? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What the dog is supposed to do? I am doing as you requested.
Hey, that's not funny.
Listen to me. Are you all such cowards that you would be seen following that young prince?
I am not a coward. I am ready to fight right now.
Good for you, brave man. You are a truly respectable citizen of Athens.
Yeah, but what if we're all alone?
What if we cannot do it ourselves?
Listen, I assure you that we are not the only ones to rise up. I already know that the good citizens of Thebes have stood against Macedonia.
The Thebes army?
Thebes soldiers are brave, and they have gained strength with vastly more soldiers than they had 3 years ago. Trust me when I tell you that we do not need to fear Macedonia without King Philip. There is more. I've heard the barbarian, Gaitai, in the north of Macedonia has boldly stood against them as well. People, now is our greatest opportunity. If we attack Macedonia from both the north and the south, we can most assuredly defeat them.
Help me. Please help me. I am a soldier from Macedonia. I have just escaped from a massive battle with Thebes.
So, what happened to the army from Macedonia then?
Macedonia suffered severe casualties at the beginning, but then they escaped.
Now, everyone, the time has come for us to rise up and fight with our brave fellows from Thebes to finally destroy Macedonia.
We're ready to fight! Thebes, we're with you! Thebes!
The Devil King. The Devil King is here.
Devil King?
I'm a soldier in the Thebes army, Macedonia. Alexander has attacked us.
They what? But I thought Macedonia had escaped.
That's what we believed, but they returned from the north with amazing speed. They attacked Thebes unmercifully.
It can't be.
What about Thebes? What in the world happened to Thebes?
Thebes, the city of Thebes, it no longer exists.
All of this in just one day.
I know.
It took him a mere 2 weeks to destroy the entire North. In a single day, you see what is left of Thebes.
Don't you remember? 20 years ago, it was the day Prince Alexander was born.
All Greek countries are descendants of the mother goddess Hera. Therefore, our priority is to circumvent the invasion of Barbaroi Persia. I am honored and humbled to have you here. Together, we shall prevail! Olympias, what is the matter?
I've seen a prophecy from the gods. The world is destined to be destroyed by my unborn child.
appears this king is more powerful than any of us imagined.
We must act, otherwise he will surely destroy Athens.
But Alexander's peace proposal is too unreasonable to even consider. An increase in taxes, a draft, and to sacrifice our lives?
What do you propose to do about this, Demosthenes? It's your doing.
Why lay the blame with me? Need I remind you all the decision to instigate the people was made by this very council?
Enough. This is not the time to be fighting amongst ourselves, gentlemen. There must be someone astute enough to solve this quandary.
But who is the wisest man in all of Athens?
Your search will be a short one, for there is no one wiser than I.
Wait, there is one, gentleman.
Yes, of course, he can do it.
Excellent idea.
Yes, he's perfect. But do you really think he will help us?
All we can do is ask him. He may be the only one who can save Athens.
Then let us anoint him as our peace negotiator.
Yes,
We must go now.
Let's go see him now.
Right away.
My lord, I'm coming in. Hephaestion, where is the king? Where did King Alexander go?
We're asking you as the wisest man in Athens. Please meet with Alexander on our behalf, as you are our only hope, I'm afraid. Why are you doing this?
Meet with Alexander, you say? To him, what word shall I speak? Shall I say, the world destroy, but Athens you must leave unharmed? Is that what you men had in mind? Only that I will do, if he here comes to visit me. Finished is your business, so home you shall go. Leave me, I said. I must sleep now. Go!
He is completely unapproachable.
We shall have to come up with an alternate plan.
I wonder how the council is going to respond.
They're beginning to realize it's not in their best interest to fight against us anymore.
Yes, I've heard that some of them are ignoring the citizens and really concentrating on ways to save themselves.
Have you heard? The councilman went to see Diogenes to ask him for his help.
You mean... Diogenes the dog. You are correct. I had forgotten that he's here in the city.
That's wonderful. He's the most brilliant man in the entire city. Surely he will have an idea of what to do.
Everyone, Diogenes refused the council's request. He said if Alexander himself came to see him, he would be willing to meet with him. Diogenes is planning to ask the king to destroy the world.
We were foolish to think he might be able to help us in the first place. After all, he's Diogenes the dog.
Hey, I overheard your conversation. Who is Diogenes?
You don't know him? Why, he's...
a great philosopher.
And a rubbish collector.
Without an ounce of moral, sire. He's a walking encyclopedia.
He is respected by the citizens of Athens.
Yet mocked by the children, they call him dog. He's a very unusual man living in a large barrel. When Plato was asked about him, he simply referred to him as Diogenes the insane Socrates.
The insane Socrates. Interesting.
Who are they?
I've never seen them before.
The world! Uncle,
I hear the the Macedonian military is surrounding Athens.
Athens. It doesn't really matter. There is not a single soul whose life I care about saving over there. But then again, he may be still in Athens. I wonder if it's possible he knows the secret of Platohedron.
The Macedonian army! Alexander has entered the city!
What? Impossible. The deadline is not supposed to be until tomorrow.
We are doomed. Athens is going to be destroyed.
Forgive me, but the Macedonian military is not headed in this direction.
What's that?
Explain yourself.
All right, sir.
You there.
What is it?
Are you the one they call the insane Socrates?
Asking one who he is should only be a question posed by the one who first knows who they truly are.
I know who I am, Alexander, the great king.
The king? Is that so? Diogenes, the little dog I am.
If I were you, I'd be afraid for my life right now, speaking to your king like that.
Afraid I should be? Young man, I have a question for you, if I may. Is your king a good or bad man?
He's a good man, of course.
Ooh. Tell me, why should I be afraid of a good man?
I understand that the Athens Council wanted to appoint you the negotiator for them. In that case, I will decide the future of Athens based upon your response here today.
Oh, what? Oh, no. None of my business it is. A question for me you have. I may be able to give you an answer.
Diogenes, you live as a beggar, isn't that true? I can give you anything you ever desired. All you need to do is say it, and it's yours. Nevertheless, in exchange for that, I will take the equivalent from Athens as a form of compensation. So, it is up to you now. What is it that you wish for?
What do I wish for? I wish for you to take approximately 3 steps to the right. It's simple. You are blocking my sunshine. Now that's much better.
I apologize for my rudeness towards such a wise man. Please forgive me. May I please come inside? I will enter as a friend.
My universe is inside this barrel. Understand that before coming in. Alexander, I can see that you have come here to ask a very important question of me.
That's true. I want you to tell me who I am.
You said that you know you are Alexander, the great king.
That's what I want to be. But my mother had a prophecy from the gods before I was born that I would one day destroy the world. Will I destroy the world?
The answer resides within you.
Sometimes I feel a fire running through my veins. I know that I cannot control it, and I fear that it may lead to the end of the world.
Oh, I see. That impulse led to the destruction of Thebes.
You are wise. Now tell me this, is there any way to escape from the Devil King of Destruction?
No! The god's prophecy is absolute. However, Alexander, if some strings you were to take and arrange them in a vertical and horizontal position, would it not be called a cloth? Would you say that the strings were destroyed, though it was only done in order to create a whole new commodity? Although they haven't been cut or burned, the strings are no longer. Without destruction, there is no recreation. The Devil King of Destruction can be a great king of creation. I advise you to remember that. Understand you must.
I understand. I have made my decision.
Alexander!
Plato, I was pondering this. If our animosity brings unhappiness to that young man, then I believe it would be considered a sin.
Alexander has withdrawn most of his demands.
At any rate, I believe that Athens was spared.
And so have our lives.
I don't understand. Alexander has become so unpredictable.
What does this last act mean? If I were not Alexander, the great king, then I wish to be Diogenes, the little dog.
What does it mean?
Why do you suppose that King Alexander withdrew his demands?
Because Diogenes was asking for the sun. Do you think Athens has anything to offer equivalent to the sun?
Oh, I see.
If it does, it is the city's prosperity, which is like the sun. And if so, it will be our king's. The wise man must have known it.